When I start talking about Trump, I get too flustered.
I'm sorry, but you get flustered talking about Trump? You'd have no problems rapping about Kim or your mama, did you? I'm not mistaken, you murdered Kim like 13 albums in a row. I think 12 of them went platinum. You caught your mama on fire, rolled her head down a hill, sent her to prison, I don't know what all you did. But a man that grabs a woman by her vagina, that's where you crossed the line, huh? Now, I don't know if it's because you're getting older in age or Hollywood made you a bitch, but I used to like you, I really did. I respected you. I understood your struggle, how you came up, and you did very well for yourself. But, Mr. Sir, you haven't lived in reality since 1998. So, with all due respect, shut the f*** up. Have a blessed day. Namaste.
Infamous rapper Eminem recently stated in a video how talking about former President Donald Trump gets him flustered. And I'm like, flustered? Really? Really, dude? Talking about the former president gets you flustered, which to me, when I think about flustered, I think about being bothered, being agitated, giving levels of anxiety. Why are you flustered just talking about a man? I mean, this has to be like one of the most dishonest and disingenuous videos out there. Are we supposed to believe that Eminem, aka Slim Shady, who not too long ago, less than 20 years ago when he came out, bro, you talking about killing your baby mama? I mean, come on. We got you on tape, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's like, okay, let me get a machete from OJ, make it. I can't remember the exact lyrics, but he's like, okay, let me get my machete from OJ and make your throats ache. Some lyric he was talking about, but he has a lot of lyrics talking about killing his baby mama. And I believe the same thing with his mother in that video, Clean Out My Closet, where he's basically at the end of the video, he's digging a grave in the backyard. I can only imagine that was for his mom. So, come on, man. Be serious. But it makes you once again to say to yourself, okay, all this dirt, all this, darts that thrown at Donald Trump, I've never been a big Trump fan or anything like that. But as times goes by, I'm getting more and more closer to that, because there has to be a reason why they're doing this against Trump. For Eminem to come out and say this, and for other celebrities from the past used to be cool with Trump, now they're not, like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, P. Diddy. I mean, you got pictures and photos of them being cool with Trump back in the day, but now they're not since his presidency and so forth. And even people that were cool with Trump or still are cool with Trump, they get their names thrown in the dirt. Like Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Floyd Mayweather. Anytime they speak up for Trump, anything positive, it's like, come on, man. They just, they just disregard those guys. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why are they doing this? Is Trump know something that they don't want us to know? Is Trump doing something that hurts them but helps us? I don't know. I'm not gonna put Trump on some type of pedestal or anything like that. I mean, he has his issues. I mean, he suffers some hubris. I mean, he's cocky as hell, and to me, he doesn't have that good level of decorum to be a person in charge. But I'd rather have him than a current president, and definitely more than Hillary Clinton back in 2016. So when I hear Eminem say stuff like this, it just speaks more to the Trump derangement syndrome that a lot of these celebrities have. And that's why, I'm naming this video Feminine, because he is being very feminine in this situation to talk about his emotions, about how you feel about a person. And by doing that, it makes him and others disregard the logic about a person. That's why I say right now, America is really a matriarchy now, or it's transitioning from a patriarchy to a matriarchy, because a lot of people feel convicted and justified to talk about the emotions of a subject or issue as opposed to talk about the logic and the details of an issue. I mean, just listen to what Eminem or Feminem has to say here.
When I start talking about Trump, I get too flustered in my head, and the shit that I want to say, there's too many things I want to say at once. So sometimes I start talking and I'm not able to convey the message the right way because I just get flustered and frustrated watching him play to his base that thinks that he cares about them, and it's actually the people that he cares about the fucking least. If you're talking about his core being, you know, a majority white middle class, what I don't understand is how in the fuck do you feel like you relate to a billionaire who has never known struggle his entire fucking life? I will say this, he talks a good one. And if you're in his base, you're a core, let's say you're going to the rallies or whatever, you watch him on TV, you hear him talking this shit. There's part of me that understands, like, all right, he's somehow still got them because he's brainwashing them into thinking that something great is gonna happen. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. I don't know, man. I get really flustered when I talk about it.
Manipulating, brainwash, talks about nothing great is going to happen. If people want to believe that, let them believe that. And if Trump wants to say that, let him say that. And once again, Eminem's entitled to his opinion. I'm not speaking against somebody's opinion. I'm just talking about the fact that he's not breaking down the reason why he has his opinion the way he has it. He's not talking about policies. He's not talking about the border. He's not talking about, you know, how it affects the culture, things like that. He's just talking about he's flustered because he feels that he's lying to the people. I mean, come on, he's a politician. Well, Trump's really a businessman, you know, perpetrating himself as a politician. But if you're going to talk about manipulating and brainwash, bro, that's the Democratic Party all day. I mean, President Joe Biden, he's been in politics before I was even born. He's been in politics since the 70s. You think he has more of a connection to the people than Donald Trump, who's been a businessman throughout the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s? I mean, come on. That's very disingenuous, and we know it. And once again, like I said, Eminem was once upon a time, not too long ago, he was cool with Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump even did like a mock campaign video for Eminem.
Donald Trump is telling you right now, Slim Shady is a winner. He's got brains, he's got guts, and he's got Donald Trump's vote. Ladies and gentlemen, our great candidate, Slim Shady.
So come on, stop with the foolishness, M. I mean, you sound real stupid here. You know, once again, you sound real feminine. You know, a lot of these guys, they just go on rants. There's nothing cogent to say, nothing smart to say. Kind of like LeBron James a couple years ago. I remember he was like in an Uber car with Kevin Durant being interviewed. And he just basically just talks about Trump from an emotional standpoint. Talk about how Trump don't give a damn about the people.
You mentioned Muhammad Ali, which I thought was interesting, and you guys are talking about hate and criticism. We are at a watershed moment in this country.
Yeah, for sure.
And we cannot deny that we are very divided, especially in the political arena.
Yeah, for sure.
Warriors have said, if we had an invite, we're not going to the White House. LeBron, you called the president a bum.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
How do you describe the climate for an athlete with a platform nowadays that want to talk about what's happening in our world?
Well, the climate is hot. The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a fuck about the people. When I was growing up, there were like 3 jobs that you look for inspiration or you felt like these were the people that can give me life. It was the President of the United States, it was whoever was the best in sports, and then it was like the greatest musician at the time. You never thought you can be them, but you can grab inspiration from. I feel like I can be, you know, if it was a neighborhood African-American cop and he was cool as hell, come around, you know, I feel like I could be him. It's easy to be. Yeah, I could be him, but I never felt I could be the President of the United States, but I grabbed inspiration from that. And this time right now, with the President of the United States, it's at a bad time. And while we cannot change what comes out of that man's mouth, we can continue to alert the people that watch us, that listen to us, as this is not the way.
So LeBron, just like Eminem, has no foundation to what he has said, has no nothing to stand upon, nothing concrete. And a lot of these guys that get away with by saying stuff like that because Trump, talking about Trump will get you cool points, I guess. That'll give you that higher status in your clout. That's about it. I mean, a lot of these celebrities are so fake. I mean, to me, it's very obvious. And I think as time goes along, it's going to get even more obvious how fake they are. I mean, Eminem was a rapper 20 years ago. To me, he had a lot of respect in the game. I don't see it right now. I mean, not too long ago, he went on what they call a cypher, which is like a long-winded rap diatribe about a particular topic. And he went on a cypher talking about Trump.
But we better give Obama props, because what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
And look, I ain't gonna say the rap was trash, but it didn't resonate. It just came off as someone just complaining, someone just bitching. And that's what Eminem is doing again right here. And this tells me that things like this gonna be ramped up even more and more as we get closer to elections. Just like they're trying to ramp up more indictments on Trump. You got the situation in Mar-a-Lago. They're trying to get him in the election fraud in Georgia, the January 6th situation. I mean, it's just more and more they're trying to get on Trump. And if those things ain't working from that angle, they're trying to attack him on, then I believe you're gonna see more celebrities like Eminem come out and talk about Trump in a bad, negative way as we get closer to elections season 2024. I mean, it is like I said, it's getting too obvious. So Eminem, I mean, this dude talk about killing his mama and his baby mama, and he's getting flustered talking about Trump. Get the hell out of here, man. But anyway, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Tell me, do you agree with Eminem? Does talking about Donald Trump make you flustered?